Welcome everyone. I'm John.
And I'm Claire.
And today's article is titled Taller but Poorer. You think it was going to be opposite, right? Taller but richer, but no, taller but poorer, because this is talking about a very expensive procedure, a very invasive surgery that does add inches to those legs of yours. Is there anything you would want to change about your appearance?
I guess if push came to shove and someone offered me like a free change of something on my appearance, I might straighten my nose. You can't really see it when I'm moving around, but if you really look closely, my nose is terribly misaligned on my face, which being a beauty blogger does annoy me a little bit, but not so much that I would actually pay thousands of dollars to change it. Yeah. But again, if someone offered it me for free, I might be like, well, okay, just straighten the nose out of it, would you?
Just bring it to front and center.
Give me a bit of symmetry.
Yeah. That would actually probably be a very quick, easy procedure too.
Probably, yeah.
Because a lot of them are like, oh, bring the nose down or up or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, just.
You know what? I like the size. I think I've got a really big head, you see, so if my nose was really small, it would look weird. But
it's got to be in proportion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how about you, John? What would you, if you had a free?
Oh boy.
What would you change?
You know, I've thought about this so much, and I still can't think of anything. And it's not because of like me enjoying or liking my body. There's plenty that I don't like about it. It's just I don't know what I would do with the change. Does that make sense? I'm like, oh, I don't like my nose, but how would it be? How could I make it better? I don't know. So muscle implants? No, I'm just
like big shoulders or something? Or would you have the fake abs put in?
Oh man, wouldn't that be great?
Apparently some Australian pop star had that done, had fake muscles.
To each their own. I would never do that. I would never do that in any case. Maybe laser hair removal. I don't know if that's a surgery though.
Yeah, it's a beauty procedure.
It's a beauty procedure. It's a cosmetic procedure. So yeah, I think that would be, it says change about my appearance. So yeah, change about my appearance, probably, laser hair removal.
All over or just?
I don't know about all over yet, but definitely underarms for one. And that's because, you know, as a European male, when the hair is long down there in the underarms, it's much easier to disperse the smell.
I see.
And I've noticed when I shave, it's almost smellless.
Really?
Yeah, completely, almost like, of course, if I'm all day, summer, working out, whatever, but yeah, pretty much gone. And so I was like, it'd be nice to have laser hair removal there because I'm too lazy to shave usually.
Yeah, and it gets all stubbly.
Do you have an ideal height though? Do you think that there is an ideal height for men and women?
For me, for my taste, I can honestly say I have no ideal height. I was married to a man who was shorter than me, but I have dated a couple of men who were much, much taller than me, and neither bothered me particularly. So, although I think I'm much more judgmental about women, I would love to be taller, and in fact, I wear tons of heels, platform shoes, massive shoes to try and make myself taller. I want to be taller.
And do you project that tallness, wantness onto other women?
I don't think so. I mean, I think little ladies are very cute, you know. But equally, I love Gwendolyn Christie, you know, who plays Game of Thrones. She's Brienne, the huge warrior woman, if you know Game of Thrones.
Oh, yes.
And in real life, Gwendolyn Christie is like 6'5" or something. She's an enormous woman, and I think she's absolutely stunning and beautiful. But then so is Kylie Minogue, who is tiny.
Okay, I was about to say, name one short one. And you got
Britney, Kylie, most female pop stars are tiny.
When you see somebody on stage or in the movies, you just don't think about them being short or tall, typically, unless you see them in reference to another.
Yeah.
So like I was just looking at a old band named Big Bang.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently they're all on the short side.
Especially my favorite, Taeyang. He was the short tip.
Yes. And I think it's everybody's favorite because he's the only one issue-free as of now.
He was always my favorite.
Yeah. Before it was cool to be the favorite.
Yes.
But yeah, they were on the shorter side, and they just don't look short at all in any photograph. But that's because they're all short. So in reference to each other, it's okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't have any ideal either. Just
But I've heard from men, like, would you be intimidated if the woman was taller than you?
I actually met a woman taller than me, much taller than me. And I'm thinking taller than Gwendolyn.
Taller than Gwendolyn. Well, she's a basketball player.
Yeah, like, well, I don't know what this woman did, but, I think she told me. But anyways, at first it was like, typically when I greet someone, because I turned around to say hi, typically it's like eye level or near or below. But it was like, it was one of those like, oh, hello. And I wouldn't call it intimidation. It caused my brain to be like, And then after that, it was completely fine. Didn't matter. Like tall, short. To me, people are only same height, taller or shorter. I'm not very sensitive to height. No. If I were to imagine myself dating a taller woman, it would just be dating a taller woman, I guess. Although I never have. That's probably because
But you're
most
very
women,
tall.
yeah.
It's quite hard actually to find a taller woman than you.
Yeah. That's why it was quite an interesting moment when I turned around. Let's go ahead and check out that summary, maybe read the article if we have time, and look at this in more detail.
Taller but poorer. A surgery that lengthens the legs is being offered to people who want to be taller. It's expensive, and the procedure requires both legs to be broken and stretched. But if you're okay with that, the operation can indeed add 7 to 15 centimeters to your height. At this time, there are only 2 doctors who will do it for purely cosmetic purposes, but they have a lot of patience. Discrimination against shorter people, especially men, is still a problem, even though everybody knows that it is ridiculous.